Now, Richard, I've been waiting for this all morning. I know my husband has, John Farnham.
Yes, your husband's sitting up in bed with his Whispering Jack t-shirt on, his Romeo Hart cap, and he's ready to go. He is, without doubt, this country's most successful entertainer on home soil. He's had a stellar career that spans almost 4 decades, and it's hard to think of too much he hasn't achieved during that time. He is currently on a national tour, which will see him performing shows around the country, some with Stevie Nicks in Melbourne with the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, and tonight he kicks off a run of dates with the Sydney Symphony at the Sydney Opera House. That's where I caught up with John Farnham yesterday during final rehearsals.
Come back again. I'm just crazy about you, babe.
How is 2006 treating you so far?
It's been good, Richard. I've had a lovely time. I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I got a bit of a break. I had a bit of a play, and now I'm sort of back doing what I do. You know, I feel pretty excited about it, but I'm a bit toey, I must admit. I'm in the middle of rehearsals with the orchestra, so it's, you know, we're getting there.
The thing I love, one of the things I love about you is you still get so nervous before every night, don't you?
Yeah, but yeah.
That's great,
I guess
though.
so. But it
means you care.
Well, it does. I do care, and it does matter to me. I mean, I guess people expect me to do the right thing, and that's added pressure. There's no doubt about that. So yeah, I want to do it properly, and I mean, I got 100 pieces behind me, and I don't want to screw it up.
Yeah. Tell me about that feeling. As a singer, it must be just amazing.
Get out of my shot.
To jump in front of a big band and have a symphony orchestra chugging along behind you. Plus your guys. It's
going to be amazing. I mean, my guys have always been there, and I think I've told you this in the past, where if I make a mistake, and I quite often do, funnily enough, the band will sort of, veer to the left or the right, come back, pick me up and bring me back. Under these circumstances,
they can't do that.
They can't do that. So I've got to make sure that I know where I am all the time. And that takes a little bit of...
discipline.
A little bit, well, yeah, discipline, yeah, but I'm not a very disciplined person. But it takes a bit of my spontaneity away. So I'm trying to overcome that by reading the band's lips, and Lindsay usually mouths all the lyrics. If he ever goes, I'm in trouble.
You can play shows with Tom Jones, you can go out and do the Grease thing, you can do whatever, you can grab a symphony orchestra and do that. I mean, it's a nice place you're in, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a very lucky man, I must admit. Although I disagree with you, you can't actually go out and just grab a symphony orchestra.
No.
But having said that, when I was approached to do these shows, it blew me away. I mean, I know that they're doing a whole series of shows with a whole lot of people in my part of the industry. I think it's very exciting, and I think it's terrific for the Sydney Orchestra and the Melbourne Orchestra that they're doing that. I mean, it gets them to a lot more people who would have never heard 80 strings zip up, and it's the most amazing, chilling, inspiring sound there is. It's great.
You're also doing these shows with Stevie Nicks. How's that going to work? You're going to do separate sets?
Yeah, we're going to do separate sets. No, we're not singing any together. I have yet to meet Stevie, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm working on my whirling dervish. I'm working on my moves. No lack of respect there. I think she's terrific, but it's going to be fun. Most of those shows are in New Zealand, but we're also doing one in Perth, Brisbane, and Adelaide.
Yeah. Well, it's a double bang for the buck, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, terrific. The album is gone gangbusters. With the Symphony Orchestra, are you only playing stuff from the new album?
Oh, no. There were a liberal sprinkling of the stuff off the new album because they're beautiful songs and they have linked themselves beautifully to what we tried to do here. But no, I'll be doing stuff that people expect me to do, orchestrating,
You've got to do
of course.
You're the Voice.
I have to do You're the Voice.
You get lynched if you didn't.
Yeah, I get lynched if I didn't, and it's so much more fun than singing Sadie.
You're doing Sadie?
Yeah, no. Thanks for asking, though, Richard.
Not with the Symphony Orchestra.
No, well, hey, listen, I've got the jazz version. Not that I want to be a jazz singer, but I've got the jazz version of Sadie the Cleaning Lady in my mind. That's a killer. I'll do it one day just for fun.
When you look back at that young guy singing Sadie, I mean, with the benefit of hindsight, if you could have had a word in his shoulder, knowing now what you do, what words of advice would you put in his head for the journey ahead?
Oh, gee. Well, this could take a while, Richard. When I do see stuff from that period of time, it actually is like it's like somebody else. It's somebody else. I talked to Glenn about it, and I call him he. He's somewhere else. I don't know. Look, I'm not ashamed of the things that I've done over the years. There are things that I've done that I'm not particularly proud of. Having said that,
you wouldn't change
from
a
a professional. No, you know what? Because that's brought me to this very moment. and I've enjoyed it.
I'm going to get you inside soon before you melt, but I just want to talk about the show that's been televised with the support of dairy farmers, for the farmers.
Yeah, it's this Creating Greener Pastures thing is very near. Wheatley and I have been working very closely with dairy farmers. A percentage of the money that we get for the tickets goes to this Creating Greener Pastures program, and basically we're trying to put this money back into the rural communities. You know, and it's been said a million times before, but the farmers are the backbone of the country. There's no doubt about that. If we can urge people to use Australian product, if the quality's there, and we all know the quality's there, if you can get hold of it, buy it, because every dollar that they spend stays in our economy. That's got to be good for us. Plus the fact we're trying to keep young people on the land. I mean, they're moving away. There's no more farmers coming up, and if these kids don't see a future on the land, well, they're going to leave naturally. So we're trying to create a situation where there might be a future for them somewhere, sometime.
Good on you for doing your bit. Come in before you melt.
Oh, yeah, smooth talking, Devil. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
See you walk out of the shot then, it was beautiful.
And the nice chopper shot looking down on the Sydney Opera House yesterday. John is playing at the Opera House in Sydney tonight. He plays Melbourne from Valentine's Day before one show in Wollongong, and then those dates with Stevie Nicks beginning on the 20th of Feb, Perth, Adelaide and New Zealand. And fans can see him on this very network February 16th in a special that will be filmed at the Opera House to aid the plight of our rural sector. So there you go, John Farnham.
He is fantastic. Is he ever going to really retire?
Well, no, he said when he did the last time tour he wasn't going to do a tour of that scale ever again. But no, he can pretty much do what he wants to do when he wants to do it, which is a nice place to be, I would suggest.